Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty. Well, today I want to go over with you 5 of my favorite cleansers. There's been some questions posed to me and asking me in various different times by various different beautiful wildflowers what cleansers I use. And so I'm going to give you 5 of my favorites and why. And if you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, welcome back, my beautiful wildflowers. I hope you guys are doing well. Well, today is Thursday, I think, and I intended to record something else because I have a Relax and I think Radiate crate that's supposed to be here by now. And unfortunately, it was slated to be here today, but I got a late notice from FedEx saying it's pending now. And so I don't know where it is. And I also have my BoxyCharm for September that has not yet arrived. And it says on the FedEx site that it will be the 30th of September. I don't know if I'll get it then, but I haven't unboxed those for you either. So I don't know what's going on out there with FedEx and they're sending emails to me saying it's COVID. But then again, USPS is getting my stuff to me. UPS definitely is getting my stuff to me. And Amazon is getting my stuff to me. So what gives? I don't know, but that's okay as long as I get it. But I'm sorry I haven't been able to unbox those things for you on a timely basis. And when I do receive it, I will do it for you. I know it's already late in the game. And if you're not interested in seeing it, then just let me know and I won't bother. But I would really like to show you what I got because I don't even know if I'm going to get what I ordered. So yeah, we'll see. But that's okay though. I have other things that I can talk to you about. But before we go into the 5 cleansers that I love and I would recommend to anybody, let's go with the Power Thought cards. And I really need this today because I'm thinking, okay, FedEx, you're killing me here. So, all right, let's get started. And today we have a card with the pretty lady. Here it is. And it says, I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. And I'll be honest with you, for many, many years, I didn't trust my inner wisdom. And it got me really into tight spots. And one of the things is I remember many, many years ago when I was in nursing school, and every time we would have a test, it would be one of those coding ones where they run it through the scanner. And I will mark the right answer. And then at the last minute, I will go back, erase it, and then mark the wrong one. And one of my instructors, she knew I knew. So she started looking at my Scantron a little bit closer and she saw that there were many things that I had right in the first and then I changed it. So she asked me not to change it, go with your instinct. But of course, you know, I didn't really depend on my inner wisdom back then. I was pretty young. And so I continued to do that. And one day she came to me and said, right before a test, she says, give me your pencil. And so I gave her my pencil. She says, your other one too. And so I gave her both of my pencils. We were allowed to have 2 number 2 pencils. And then she ripped my eraser off. Just like that, ripped my eraser off. I'm like, oh, how am I going to make corrections? She says, you're not going to. Think about the questions, put it down, and just leave it. And you know what? I was so full of anxiety that day. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to flunk this test. I got 1 question wrong out of the whole 50. And I was astounded. I couldn't believe it. And the whole time I'm thinking, I want to change this. And I can't because I don't have an eraser. And she did tell me, well, if you don't have the opportunity to change it and you don't do well, I'll let you retake. I'm like, okay, that's not helping me here. But she was right. She was right. I should have went with my gut instinct, my first instinct. And that's because I didn't trust my inner wisdom. Even when I was younger, every one of us, you don't have to have 50 plus years, under your belt before you have inner wisdom. All of us are born with instincts, gut, reactions to something that's happening and you know this is the right thing, right? And how many of you have had that and you go against it and you're like, that was my gut reaction. Why didn't I go with it? Why did I doubt myself? You see? So really, your inner wisdom is there with you. Just count on it and believe in it and trust it, because it's so important. And nowadays, believe me, after 50 plus years under my belt, I do listen to my instinct, and I listen to it very quickly, and it's gotten me out of big jams or prevented me from having big jams. And so, yeah, I suggest you try that, okay? So that's that. And let's see. Oh, I do want to read something really quick to you, though, because this skincare shouldn't take that long. But again, the comfort book, I still am marking this, but I have to read this to you because, I mean, it was, when I read it, I was like, oh, wow, okay, I need to share this with my beautiful wildflowers. So let me put on my glasses really quick. Sorry about the glare. These are blue light glasses. And it's titled, It's Okay. That's the title, okay? It's not that long. It's called It's Okay. It's okay to be broken. It's okay to wear the scars of experience. It's okay to be a mess. It's okay to be the teacup with a chip in it. That's the one with the story. It's okay to be sentimental and whimsical and cry bittersweet tears at songs and movies you aren't supposed to love. It's okay to like what you like. It's okay to like things for literally no other reasons other than because you like them, and not because they are cool or clever or popular. It's okay to let people find you. You don't have to spread yourself so thin to become invisible. You don't have to always be the person reaching out. You can sometimes allow yourself to be reached. As the great writer Anne Lamott puts it, lighthouses don't go running all over an island for boats to save. They just stand there shining. It's okay not to make the most of every chunk of time. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay. When I read this, and I read it over and over and over, I just fell in love with this part of it. And it's okay. It really is okay, guys. It's okay to be who you are. If you're different, even better. I mean, if all of us were the same, we'd be kind of bored, right? It'd be a boring world. So, diversity is what makes the world go around. Respect it, love it, and it's okay. All right? So I just want to leave you with that. And now, ta-da, the skincare. So I have picked 5 of what I believe is the best. And this is my opinion, but I have used a lot of cleansers in my life. And I always go back to the same ones that I do enjoy. But these 5 I think, is the best for the skin. And I have various different ones because I don't just use them. I have very dry skin, but there are days that I may have a lot of makeup on and I cleanse it and I need to get that off, and there's oil still underneath it. So I do use, cleansers that a person with the oily skin may. So depending on the situation. So that's why I know extensively about these 5, okay? And one of them are samples that I keep getting, and I haven't yet had to buy, the full size one because I keep getting samples, and I'm like, okay. Matter of fact, I have 2 empty ones. But if I run out of one of the other ones that I usually use, I may go ahead and purchase it because I do love it, and I have actually done it with my empties. I did one last month and I still had a couple of more. So, and the first one I'll tell you, and this is a balm cleanser, and it is called Clean It Zero, and this is by Benella Co, and here it is. And this is one that is fragrance free, and it does not leave an oily residue. It actually rubs on very nice, almost feel like Vaseline going on. But when you cleanse it, it's like it turns into milk and it turns white and it rinses clean. So you really don't need a second step if you're using this and you don't have a whole lot of oil to remove. And so I do love this, and this is good for any skin type. It could be oily, dry, or normal. So this is a very good balm type of cleanser if you're interested in that. And I have 2 balm types that I highly recommend, and the other 3 are just cleansers, different types of cleansers. So like I said, by Banella, Clean as Zero, very, very affordable. I mean, it's under $20, and you can get this practically anywhere. Ulta has them, and Sephora has them. And so give it a try, and if you ever get a sample of it, definitely try it, because this is one thing I don't give away because I love it so much. And they do come in different types. This one I believe is for normal skin, and they have one for oily skin. They have and they're different. They have pink, purple container, and I even believe they have one that's fragrance, but I would stay away from the fragrance ones because it doesn't do anything for you, and you know that, right? And so, yeah, this is one of my favorites. And next is also a balm, and this is like my holy grail, and I've tried everything, and this one, I have to say, is my favorite, not only because it's fragrance-free, it's proven skincare, and also it has all of the things that I need to not only cleanse my skin, but at the same time nourish my skin. And if I leave it on for 60 seconds longer, what it does is it actually pulls the oils and the dirt a little bit further, and it's in the instructions that way. And it's by Paula's Choice, okay? And I actually just ordered, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. That was my husband at the grocery store, and he wanted to know if I needed anything. He said, I hope you're not recording. I'm like, yeah, I'm recording. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, but do you need anything? I'm like, okay, so I had to give him a list. So anyway, sorry about that. As I was saying, I recently ordered it's called a water retention moisturizer, and it's by Paula's Choice, and it's also the Omega and Complex thing, and the moisturizer. Sorry about that. I'm all discombobulated now. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying it, but this is one of the best balms that I have ever tried. And what I love about it, again, it's fragrance free, it is cruelty free, and it's vegan. And this actually really gets the makeup off. And what I do is it comes in of course a regular tube like this. Okay, and then I squeeze out a little bit, and then I put it here, 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 and I just rub it in. And if I have a lot of makeup on, and like my mascara or something, I just rub it in like this, and I just leave it on for 60 seconds. And then what I do is I get like I do with all of my cleansers, I get the makeup remover, I wet it with warm water, and I just kind of wipe it off, and then rinse after. So when I'm using this or this, I typically don't need a second step. Only time I need a second step is if I'm using something like Aveline, which is petroleum based. But like these things really cuts out the second step, so I love it. And this leaves my skin very soft, very manageable, and also plump. And I believe, let's see, what does it say here? It says it melts away makeup, sunscreen, and impurities. That's another thing. It melts away the sunscreen. I use a lot of sunscreen, especially the tinted moisturizer SPF. Those tend to stay behind. So this is really good. And it rinses clean for soft, hydrated skin. And I do swear by this, and it is not at all expensive. So these two, like I said, balm, they're the bomb. Okay, so that's that. And next, one of my hydrating facial cleansers, I usually use this in a winter. Right now I'm not using it because I don't need it, but in a winter I do. And this has no soap in it whatsoever. It cleanses, hydrates, and helps restore the protective skin barrier, and I love that about it. And it's with 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid. So once I use it, my skin is a little bit plumper, and I noticed that. And this has actually been accepted and certified by the Eczema Society, which is a big deal. And it's a moisture balance. So this is usually good for dry skin. Not to say people with normal skin or oily skin can't use it, because it does clean, but it's actually more hydrating, but it doesn't lather. Just remember that, because it has no soap in it. And so it does not make a lather. It's almost like cleaning your face or washing your face with the texture of lotion. And that's this little guy here, and it's CeraVe. And this is the value size. This is a huge bottle, and like in a winter, I go through it very quickly. And what I love about this is that it does actually leave my skin feeling like I just use skincare. Very similar to Paula's Choice, but this here I usually use at night, and I try not to wash my face with anything very strong in the morning. Since I do skincare and I come out of the shower right before I go to sleep. And so this I use at night. And it's also good for if I'm not wearing makeup. Let's say it's a day where I didn't wear, let's say, sunscreen at all. This is definitely doable. Otherwise, I do like to actually, because this will not remove makeup, but you can use this with the makeup eraser, and you wouldn't even need to use something like a balm, but I always like to use this if I'm using sunscreen. So yeah, and I would recommend this highly, and especially if you have dry skin, because this will not strip your skin, and as it says, it protects your moisture barrier, and it's a moisture balance, and it, like I said, hyaluronic acid helps plumping. So this is definitely good, and definitely under $10, guys, under $10. So worth it. Okay, that's that. And now moving on to somebody with possibly oily skin, normal to oily skin, that may need a foaming cleanser. Okay, and what I look for in a foaming cleanser, that it's balanced, and it actually does clean your skin without stripping away your barrier as well. But it will actually get under there. The foam will go ahead and foam away any impurities, and keeps your skin fresh, okay? And this line here is actually for anti-aging. So just because you're getting older doesn't mean that you have dry skin. A lot of people will say, oh yeah, I'm past 50, so my skin's so dry. But that's not necessarily true. There are plenty of people out there who are, you know, post 50s, and they may have oily skin or normal skin, right? And so you can't assume that everybody over the age of 50 has got dry skin, because I've had dry skin like most of my life, okay? And so, yeah. So this one here is by Paula's Choice, and this is a cleanser, and it is a perfectly balanced foaming cleanser, and it's lightweight, and it lathers, and it's just beautiful. And I do use it. This is brand new because I did use the bottle, and I think I did the empties for you guys on this, but I do use this on days that I want a little more cleansing. And let's see what it says. It says light lather easily removes oil and makeup. So, and it preserves skin's protective barrier once again. So this does remove makeup, but be careful when it says it removes makeup, because if you have mascara or eyeliner or something like that, right, you can't shove this near your eyes because, you know, it's soap. Okay, it's gonna burn. And so you want to get your makeup off around the eyes and everything first, and then go in with something like this. But this is great, especially if you have oily skin, okay, because it is made for oily and normal skin. So it's right here. But like I said, it is the Resist line, which is for older skin or anti-aging, okay? And that's 4 of them, right? So what is the last final one? This is one that I've been using to test it, to see how I like it. And I've been using it. I'm almost done with it. And so I can talk about it. It is an anti-aging line again. And let's see. It's called the Essential Cleanser. It contains rich anti-aging peptide complex. It delivers bright, clear complexion and features 11 botanical extracts and essential oils. It does not have synthetic fragrance, but it does have essential oils, which means that it is naturally fragranced. That's the only thing I don't like about this, okay? But it is a good cleanser, okay? It is a good cleanser, and it's by Dermatology, okay? This is the same line that I used, the toner, as well as the SPF 46, sorry about that, and tinted moisturizer. So this is the same line. And the only thing about this is, though, I would not recommend this for dry skin. I use this when I'm double cleansing. Okay, this is when I have the Aveline out, and this is petroleum based. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over my face, and then I'm gonna wipe it off with the tissue, and then I follow with this, which is a double cleanse, because it is a petroleum based product that I am going in for my first step, and I need something that can remove it. So in other words, this will strip some oil, and it doesn't state that it will do anything with your Yeah, it just says it's a cleansing, unlike Paula's Choice, where it protects the moisture barrier, because this is a little more stripping. But I will tell you, it is good product. And let me tell you, if you have oily skin, I think this would be really great, to be honest. And like I said, though, it does have botanicals and it does have natural fragrances, which I don't like. But it is a good cleanser, and it does have some essential products in here. And the only thing is, I don't know. I got this to try, and looking at what it contains, it's good. It's proven, and it's clinical skincare. And so it would work for the, definitely work for the right skin type. But it's not something that I would repurchase for myself, only because you know how I feel about fragrances in any form. Even though it's an essential oil, it's still a fragrance. And so I'm, you know, when I have all these other options, guys, yeah, I think I will not repurchase this. But it is one of my favorites because it does actually do the job that it says it's gonna do. And that's what's important to me, is the fact that does it do what it claims? And it does. But like I said, my skin is dry enough where I don't think I want to use this too much. But okay for a second stage, you know, for 2-stage removal. So, yep. Okay, and that's that. So let's recap. We have my 2 favorite balms, which is by Vanilla Co. And like I said, this is a Clean at Zero. And my Paula's Choice Omega Complex Cleansing Balm. Those are the 2 balm forms. And this is a lotion form, which is the CeraVe. Good for dry skin, and it does not contain soap, fragrance free. And this one is a foaming cleanser for if you need a little more cleansing, and it is made for normal to oily skin, but okay if you are going to remove a lot of impurities, as long as you follow it up with a nice toner, okay, which is Paula's Choice, you know, has my favorite toner. And again, this one is a little bit more cleansing with essential oils and let's see, the what did I say? Oh, peptide. Sorry, concentrates. So like I said, this is good, but it's not one that I would rely on, okay? So that's that, my beautiful wildflowers. If you have any questions, please put it below. And I really meant to do this a while ago because people have been asking me. I do the skincare steps, but I don't show you how I wash my face. But do stay tuned for my PM routine because I plan to do that very soon. But I want to do that when I have a full face, a lot of makeup on, so that way you can see how I remove my makeup, how I wash my face, and then how I apply my skincare for the nighttime, okay? Alrighty, my beautiful wildflowers. If I added any value, please do hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like this type of content, please do consider subscribing by pushing the subscribe button, ringing the bell, and selecting all so you know every time I upload a new video. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, I want you to have a good day, a good night, a good week, or a good weekend, whenever you're watching this. But remember, in a field of roses, be a wildflower and never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.